Good morning, everyone. This is Tim Wilmot speaking from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me today for this presentation to show you the capabilities of Workbooks CRM, what areas of your business it can address, and how my company, Wizard Systems, can help you with your CRM implementation. Now, we run these short presentations every Friday, focusing on different aspects of CRM and Workbooks. And today, we're going to look more closely at producing sales quotes from Workbooks. This presentation will be approximately half an hour or so. It's just a basic session, not meant to be training. And everyone uses CRM in different ways. Everyone has got a different sales quotation process. I wouldn't have enough time this morning to go over all of the capabilities of workbooks and quoting. So after this session, if you want to explore workbooks in more detail, if we haven't done so already, we'd love to organize more of a one-to-one session with you and your colleagues so we can go over your specific needs. Now, also on the call today, we've got some people already using workbooks, some people who've never seen it before. So excuse me if I'm going over some more ground here. I need to go at the speed of the slower, so to speak. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. Your microphone is on mute. If you've got any questions, please type those into the questions section of your meeting control panel, and I will do my best to answer those at the end. Also, this session is being recorded. After the presentation, you'll receive an email with a link to recording, and we'll most likely put a recording up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. Just a brief mention about my company, Wizard Systems. We're an independent reseller of CRM solutions. Workbooks is our most popular system that we supply. And as you know, you subscribe to Workbooks. There's nothing to install. And we have clients doing their own thing with Workbooks, setting it up themselves, teach themselves how to use it. But we're here on hand to assist you in any step of the way, should you need it, with any help on implementation, setup, data migration, customizing it to your requirements, training. We can train you at your place. You can come to our place, and providing ongoing support as well. Of course, in working with you, what we hopefully try to get at is really what are the key things you're looking to achieve with workbooks? What are the issues you're looking to solve? What are the objectives you're looking to achieve? Is it improving your sales process, improving the way you do quotes, customer service, marketing, management information, sales productivity, tracking your leads, marketing? There could be a combination of all of those that will be a focus for you, and that's really what we want to try and get at too. So we can almost get to what is the ROI of this investment in workbooks? What returns are you hoping to achieve? And that's what we want to strive together in getting at. So what is workbooks? Well, it's a ready-made solution for managing all of the information about your business contacts, your leads, prospects, suppliers, tracking your interactions with those people as well. There's some marketing tools in there to help you be more targeted with your communications with your clients. Unusually for a CRM system, we have the ability to create quotes, and there's an option for then creating sales orders and invoices. Now, there's two different editions of workbooks. There's CRM edition and business edition. Business edition allows you to create orders and invoices. So all the financial stuff, if you like, and you can mix and match these two editions together. So if, for example, you were 5 users of workbooks, you could have, say, 3 people on CRM, which will incidentally take you up to quote stage. And then the other 2 could be on business edition, and they could be the people that create sales orders, invoices, credit notes, supplier orders, recording customer receipts and so on, all the financial stuff. So you can mix and match these 2 editions. We combine customer service also, a customer service tracking feature in workbooks. So do you have a help desk, technicians, engineers, where you need to make sure they're tracking information in a structured way? Now, workbooks, as well as it being a great personal productivity tool, it's a management tool as well. So there's lots of tools and capabilities in there to help you make decisions on what's happening in your business, help you control the business more effectively. And Workbooks is a UK system. It's 100% cloud, as I mentioned already, nothing to install. You're up and running really quickly. It's very easy to use. It's very secure. Workbooks has been certified in all of the 6 releases of the G-Cloud government certification program. Very, very secure. It's very reliable. Last year we had a 99.99% uptime. And Workbooks is very popular. It's won CRM Product of the Year the last 3 years running from 2013. All the data is in the UK. It's very, very secure. So let's just focus on some of those key areas. So, of course, at the hub of any CRM system is the information you're tracking about your leads, your prospects, and your customers. So there's a ready-made database to track all the information about those different types of relationships. You can customize the system to your requirements. It's very easily done, no programming required. You can also deploy different security levels for your users. If certain users shouldn't do things or delete stuff or see certain records, there's options for that as well. You're managing all of your activities in Workbooks, so your phone calls, your meetings, your tasks, your reminders. You can delegate activities to other people. You can then build up a wonderful history of everything that's gone on with that client, a full blow-by-blow account of everything that you've done and your colleagues have done. We can integrate with any email system. We have a very nice integration with Outlook, which is a very popular add-on option to Workbooks. The Outlook connection is separately priced to your main subscription. But what it does is it allows you to integrate your emails and also share in a bi-directional way your calendar, your tasks, and your contacts. So a very popular add-on to Workbooks there. But we can actually interface with any email system. So if you're using Gmail, Yahoo, Apple, we can integrate to those as well. You've got mobile access included in your subscription. If you're using a smartphone or a tablet or an iPhone, then basically wherever you are, you've got access to Workbooks. Whatever device you're using, that's all included in your subscription. Now, marketing, and we do focus on marketing on one of our other weekly presentations, how to use Workbooks, how to use CRM as a powerful communications tool in a targeted way. Well, first of all, we've got easy ways of getting data into Workbooks and out of Workbooks. We have an import capability with Workbooks where you import information into almost any part of Workbooks in a CSV format, comma, separated values, which Excel can easily save information as. So easy way to getting data into Workbooks and out of Workbooks. Also, we can integrate to a form on your website. So on your Contact Us page on your website, that form there can be integrated to Workbooks. We've got easy ways of creating target lists in the system, umpteen ways of defining who you're going to market to. And then as regards email marketing, we integrate as standard with 3 popular systems, MailChimp, that's probably about the most popular one, MailChimp, but also Constant Contact and .mailer. So you create your list in Workbooks. That list of recipients is uploaded to one of these 3 systems here. The MailChimp system allows you to create the nice looking email that would deliver the email, but importantly, coming back into Workbooks comes record of the responses of that emailing. So we can see against a customer the emails they were sent, the emails they opened, what did they click on, looking at bounce backs and unsubscribes as well. Now, what we're here partly today is to discuss the sales process. So producing quotes is very much for many companies, very much part of the sales quote process. You want to create a nice looking document that helps the customer make a decision to buy your products. That's the whole idea about the quote as part of the sales process there. So we've got an easy way of creating the quote. Now in Workbooks, you can store your standard price list. You can type in things in an ad hoc way as well. If you've got some non-standard products, or if in your sales quote situation, every quotation is different, you don't have any standard products as such, no problem. You can type in products and prices on the fly. You can actually define any number of different quote layouts as well. These layouts are defined in a PDF format. So whatever the quotation situation, whether it's a one-page simple quote or more complex quote, that can be possible by defining different quote layouts. And it's fully integrated with another key element of a CRM solution, managing your opportunities. So as you're doing these quotes, it can be integrated and updating the overall opportunity, the overall inquiry record, if you like, with that company. So you could have an opportunity, a project, a client project that might consist of many quotes. It might be a long time scale. That's all tracked, what's happening within the opportunities. So quotes very much update as you do these quotes. They're updating that opportunity information as you're going along there. And remember, if you're using Business Edition, you've got then the option of continuing on the business process of when the customer orders from the quotation. You can create an order, a sales order from the quote, or jump straight to invoicing stage. So with Workbooks, we can track the complete sales process from the initial lead through to invoicing and collecting the money. So a complete lead to cash tracking cycle, if you like. We can also track customer service with Workbooks. Now you can disable this if it's not relevant in your business, but this is all included. The ability to, on another screen, to track a customer service call is all very customizable. Applying deadlines, you're thereby building up a history of these issues, trends of service issues, and FAQs knowledge base as well as tracking those issues and the resolutions. You can be building up over time a wonderful knowledge base of potential resolutions. Right, final slide before we dive into the demo proper. So putting your manager's hat on, with Workbooks, we've got a great tool of managing those sales activity levels, tracking your opportunities and your sales forecast and your pipeline. We have a report writer in Workbooks. There's about 50 or so reports that come with Workbooks. You can create your own as well. We've got customizable dashboards, bar graphs, pie charts that are displaying information as it happens in a sort of summary graphical format, looking at your key performance indicators there. So great tools there to help you manage the business. So now I'm going to dive into the demonstration proper, and we'll focus a little bit more closely on, or an overview on, producing a sales quote from the Workbook system. So this is Workbooks. I've just logged into the system. It will work with any browser. This morning I'm showing you Workbooks in Chrome, and you might recognize the look and feel of this interface straight away. It looks just like your Windows desktop. Do you see, with the Start button down in the bottom left-hand corner there, and your Start menu. So here we have in that menu all of the elements of a proper CRM solution, with right at the top here, people that you work with, that you're servicing, you're selling to, and or organizations. You could be a B2C operation, you could be a B2B, you could be a combination of the two. Workbooks will adapt to either of those formats. Your activities, what activities you got on the go today? Emails, support issues, sales, where's your leads, your opportunities, your outstanding quotes. If you're a marketing person, this is how you access your marketing campaigns, your leads, your mailing lists, updating your products and services. So everything's easily accessible. It's easy to navigate your way around there. Plus you've got a Google-like search box in the bottom left-hand corner there. You can type in part of someone's name, part of a sales quotation. It will find it for you. So if I just now explain a little bit about the information that we can track in Workbooks. And I'm going to start off with looking at an example of an organization record. So up here, up to organizations. After selecting organizations, this will now show me all of the companies in my system. Now this is like a summary view, like an Excel spreadsheet, just summarizing row by row the companies in my system. You can customize what columns are displayed here. If you want to see the name of the salesperson or the date when this record was created, you decide what you see here. But if I dive into one of these records here, Atlantic Computer Services. So this is just an example of the sort of information that you can track against the companies that you're servicing or selling to. So a new window has appeared here with loads of tabs across the top there. Initially we're on the main tab. This is the key information about this company. Now this screen is just an example of what Workbooks gives you, but you can remove fields from here. You can create your own fields as well. So think about what information do you need to know about the company. And then running across the top here, we've got these tabs. You can have more tabs or less tabs, but there's some basic notes about the company. We can also store files there as well, any documents that might relate to the company. Activities, so your tasks, your phone calls, your meetings, here they are all described and summarized here. Also some are in red, that means they're overdue, so a nice visual indication there of things that are overdue, so nothing slips through the net there. And of course a complete view of the status of these activities and who did them and what the type of activity was. And you can create new ones from here if you want to, creating new tasks, and you can record things that you've just done from there. Emails. Emails, as I say, we can interface with any email system. As emails come in, they can be copied into Workbooks together with the attachments. They're all there, all of your emails and your colleagues' emails as well, of course. People. Who else do you know in this company? So here are the 3 different contacts there, and we can dive into their records. And rather like the record here of an organization, we can see all of their information with tabs across the top of the screen. We have opportunities. A key part of any CRM system is tracking your client projects. And here we can see summarized those opportunities and the stage of those opportunities and the value. But again, this display can be customized. We can insert extra columns here and move these columns around. Support issues, there we are. If you've got any service people, technicians, engineers, they can see all of their issues there relating to just this customer. Now, what we're here this morning to go over is an overview of creating quotes. Now, quotes can be created in a number of different areas in Workbooks. For example, you could go back to your Start button here, and right at the top, there's New. And these are all of the new types of records that you create from this menu option. And there we are. There's a customer quotation. But you can also create it from the client's record. You can also create it from the opportunity as well. Remember, the opportunities and quotes, they're very much can be hand in hand. When you create the quote, it's updating the opportunity, or create the quote from the actual opportunity itself. This morning I'm going to create it from here. Principles are exactly the same though. Now what we have here is the draft quote screen. You can customize this screen. If there's something specific that you want to track about the quotation, you can create those extra fields there. Notice that some fields in Workbooks, they've got a dark blue left-hand border there. These are mandatory fields. These are required fields. So Workbooks here is asking me for a meaningful a meaningful quotation name. So I'll pop in there some kind of description, and we then just save this draft quote. We can now start adding in products and services to this quote. So remember, in Workbooks you can store a central price list, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm actually looking at the products already in my Workbook system. You can import your price list into Workbooks as well. So if you've got your price list already in Excel, or you get price lists sent to you by your suppliers on a regular basis, They can be uploaded, updated into the Workbooks price list, but you can also type in your own product details, product lines as well. So down at the bottom half of this quote screen, we've got the columns of the quote. This is not necessarily what the client is going to see. You can introduce extra columns here as well. You can obviously change the price, change the quantity, VAT rates as well. We also incidentally support multiple currencies as an option. So if you're needing to quote in euros or dollars, whatever currency, there's an add-on option to support multiple currencies. So I've added on one product there, simple Black & Decker drill, and you just continue the process for other items. When you're done, when you've completed that, you then save the quote. Little warning message there from an accounting point of view that once you've done something, of course, it's sort of committed to the system, so to speak. Now we're ready to print out the quote or send it to the client via email. So there are a number of different quote layouts that you can define in your workbook system, and they are available to the user here in a simple drop-down list. So I'm going to select that one, a simple customer quote, and just to show you what it looks like, a very simple example there, basic quote with your contact details, your logo, and the body, the details of the quote as well. This layout can be changed. There are some simple things that you can do yourself. For example, you may want to change that logo, your company logo. So when you want to change any aspect of workbooks, that's the configuration section here, and a very simple menu structure to be able to change things. So right at the bottom, in the top left corner there, right at the bottom, there's PDF templates. And if I wanted to, for example, change my company logo, well, that's within this default images section. Here's my existing logo. If I want to change that, just click on that line, choose another file, choose an image, your company logo, upload that. Might take a few seconds here just to upload that. Says he. There we are, all done. And now if you go to creating your quotes, it will produce that new logo for you. Right, let's go back to the quotation there. And the other thing you can do is send it via email, of course. So like with PDF templates, you can create any number of email templates as well for different emailing situations. So this doesn't need to go through Outlook. In the interests of automation speed, you can email directly from the workbook system. So I'm going to set one of these. This will bring up a standard template where we can type in obviously additional recipients, the message body, send it, save as draft. Typical compose email options there. So that's how you can create a quote and deliver it to the client. And then, as I described earlier, this transactions tab, this is going to display all of the financial transactions with this customer. So of course, all of your quotes. If you're subscribing also to Business Edition, then you can create orders and invoices. And we feature on those aspects in other weekly presentations. So at a glance, we can see here against this customer all of those quotes that we've done. Now, if I just close down all of these windows here, to see all of your quotes, very simply, you can go back to your Start button and you can access it from your Sales section here and Quotations. Up will pop the Quotations landing page where we can see your quotes, my quotes, all quotes that we've done. They're all displayed there. And any of these landing pages, by the way, top right corner, you'll normally see a filter button. That's where you can drill down if you just want to see quotes over a certain date range or quotes relating to a certain salesperson. That's where you could build up those different lists there. So that's a quick run through the basics of creating quotes with workbooks. As I say, we do cover other aspects of the sales process in our weekly presentation, so stay tuned for invitations to those. So now I'd like to go back to my presentation, just cover some pricing here. So remember these two editions of workbooks, CRM edition and business edition. So slightly higher price than business edition. So this is per named user per year plus VAT. So it's an annual subscription. Then there are some popular add-on options. For example, the Outlook option to share information with Outlook and the multi-currency option I mentioned. They're each £48 per user per year. But also budget for any help you might need in getting the system up. Now there are lots of help resources with workbooks and lots of YouTube videos on different aspects of setting up the system, but be realistic. If you want us, my company, Wizard Systems, to do this for you, we've implemented well over 3,000 systems all over the UK in the last couple of decades. We are very specialized and very experienced in implementing CRM systems in small and medium-sized companies. So we've got lots of services to assist you with. We can discuss with you as regards setup, training, and support. So, as I normally do now on our weekly session, I open up to any questions. So please locate your question section of your meeting control panel. I'll try and do my best to answer those. So first question from Veronica: can you import your price list? Yes, you can. You need to have your prices in a CSV format, and then there's an import feature in Workbooks. So back to Workbooks here, back to my start button. I go up to import. This brings up the import landing page, the import screen, and down the left-hand side here, these are all of the parts of Workbooks that you can import into. And right down the bottom, there we are, there's products. So no problem importing your existing price file. Next question from Mark: how much does it cost to have you do any training? We do have a daily rate for training. Once we know what your requirements are, we can give you a firm quotation and give you a fixed cost for that training there. Next question from Nicholas: where do responses from email quotes get returned to? They will come, Nicholas, into your inbox. So whatever email system you're using, for example, Outlook, they will come into Outlook. If you were using the Outlook connector, you can decide to have those responses copied into the workbook system, and they will appear on the email tab of the client's record. You might have seen the email tab actually on a few other record types as well. It is possible to have these email responses that you get coming back to you to also appear against other record types. The email is not duplicated. It's just a little pointer, Nicholas, to that email that's come in. So whatever email system you're using there, there's a way of getting those responses in. So email in Workbooks is generally one way. We're sending email from Workbooks. So we're sending the quote via email from Workbooks. Responses will come into your normal email system, your reply to address. Right, I don't think there's any more questions coming through there. If there's any late questions, I'll respond to those via email. So we're pretty much done for this morning's session. Just an overview of the sales quotation process with Workbooks. Just a reminder, if you do want a more detailed presentation, we'd be more than happy in organizing that for you, or giving you some firm figures on the workbook system or any workbook services. Remember, there's a trial. If you're not on the trial, if you're new to workbooks and you're just seeking a new CRM system, there's a free 30-day trial. Go to workbooks.com to register for that, and we'll be happy to assist you during that trial process, that trial period as well. So here's my contact details. My name again is Tim Wilmot. The company is Wizard Systems. Email address is tim@wizard-systems.com. Thanks very much for your time, and we look forward to speaking to you later on. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.